Yes, especially as we are headed back to school, the lessons that you will learn from this workshop are vital, parents. And we're talking about kids ages 4 all the way up to their teen years. So this morning we are at the Studio Martial Arts in Roseville. Amatis Perorian, an 8th-degree black belt, member of the U.S. national team, and the owner of this space. Good morning to you. Thanks for having us.
Good morning. Former U.S. team members, yes, back in the day.
Yes, back in the day, but we're still going to throw that in there. So let's talk about the workshop coming up, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, correct?
The 23rd, yes. Correct. We're going to be focusing on having a parent and child general safety course. It's a workshop, and it's going to focus on child abduction prevention, public safety, internet safety, and all the things that parents and kids need to know to stay safe, especially when we're going back to school. Yeah. We're going to do it in 2 locations this year. Okay. So it's going to be in Roseville and also in Fair Oaks. So the Roseville location will be right here at the Studio Martial Arts and Fitness. Okay. The Fair Oaks location will be at Fair Oaks Family Taekwondo Center, Master Brian Kropp School over in Fair Oaks over there. And both events are sponsored. Here it's by LRG Lending, so the price point is discounted. Oh, cool. And Fair Oaks Family Taekwondo is sponsored by Sheepdog, personal safety, and they're also discounted, so it becomes affordable for families to be able to do such a wonderful workshop.
And we have some video to show things that you've done in the past in these types of settings. Let's talk about how this is going to be slightly different. You have a section for parents and then also for kids, because there are 2 very different lessons that each can learn in these workshops.
For sure. There is adult content and there's obviously kid content. Yeah. So I feel like the adult content is so critical because when the kids are born, they're not born with a manual, right? There's no safety manual that comes with these kids.
wish.
Yeah, exactly. All the parents wish. But I give you that safety manual. Yeah. That's the cool part. So we go in the room with the adults and then we tell them, hey, age appropriate as they get older, what should you tell your kids? What should you be aware of? How should you train your kids to stay safe? Right. And then I go through age appropriate content with the parents. And then in the other room, we do age appropriate for the kiddos, from littles, from ages 4 to teenagers. And in fact, I have some of my teenagers go in the adult room because they really need to hear what happens when they go to the mall or they want to hang out with their friends and things like that. So they sometimes need to hear a little bit of the adult content. So I have them go in that room.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds left. So bringing it back out here now, we want to show you some of the content that is available at these workshops. We're not going to give it all away, but you have a couple of students here. Yeah. Let's go through some of the lessons.
So let's say you have a littles that gets picked up. You know, they were getting picked up. They're going to show them how to drop to the ground, drop their weight. And they got to also throw a big yell to draw attention. So what would you say if someone picked you up?
You're not my mom.
That's it. You yell to get attention. And then as they get maybe a little older, they're harder to pick up. They get grabbed maybe to open a car door or some sort of a door, and I'm pulling on this person. They're going to learn how to get out of these grabs pretty simply. That's it. Very good. And then something as simple as riding a bike if you get approached by an adult or by a car and someone's asking directions. We show them what to do and how to deal with the situation. In fact, we teach them how to deal with any kind of a stranger, not necessarily bad or good stranger, approaches them, what to do. Does your kid know how to do that? Yeah. You know, those are the key factors.
Yeah, these are important conversations to be having with your students at any age, all the time, frequently, I can imagine, just to refresh as the school year comes up. Amatis Perorian, Master P, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have all the details on how you can also sign up for these workshops again next Saturday, August 23rd, 2 locations on our website, gooddaysacramento.com. And I like that you also had them say, "You're not my mom," that vocal cue, so important.
100%. Yeah. Just draw attention.
Yes, draw attention in a good way to make sure that your kiddos stay safe. Yeah. It's going to make you as a parent feel a lot better, I'm sure, too. All right, back over to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dina.